Welcome back to another episode of our van build, and today we're going to be putting in a nice big window here in this sliding panel. Then we're going to be removing these panels here because there's a whole bunch of holes under there that need to be sealed up because water is going to get in there. But first, I need to clean up this mess. And on the last episode you would have seen us that we removed all of the walls, the floor, and put down this new subfloor, and this is just the weight. Just to hold it in place. Take that out, clean it up. Danny and I are turning this 2019 Sprinter into our new home on wheels, and this is our second van build. First up on the list is installing this big window here on the sliding door. Obviously you're gonna need the window, and we went for the one that has a slide in the middle. You're gonna need a drill, a jigsaw. We have some priming here, anti-rust primer that you can put on to seal it up. This is the glue that will go around the outside of the window to glue it on. And you're also gonna have this rubber to seal up any loose edges. And some tape to tape it on to let it dry. And then that is it. Should be a pretty straightforward job. Okay, step number one is that we're gonna grab our drill and we're gonna drill a hole through here, and that's gonna get the jigsaw blade in. Now that we have this hole here, I made it, so the first one was just like a pilot hole, and then I got a bigger drill bit to make it a bit bigger, which now is gonna fit into this guy, and then we're just gonna follow this line all the way around. This is always the scary part, cutting holes into the side of your van. Have faith, be confident, and you'll be totally fine. Everything will be okay, right? I forgot to mention that you will also need a file. You're going to want to file down all of the rough edges that you cut, ready to prime with the anti-rust primer. Now that we've cut the massive hole and filed back all of the bare metal, we're going to throw on some primer, let it dry, and then we'll put in the rubber seal around this, stick on the window. Also, the reason for putting this on is so that you don't get any rust in the future. This will stop any rust happening. We just stop for a quick cup of tea while the primer dries, and then we're gonna just do a dry fit with this to see how it goes, and then we're gonna throw on this rubber seal here. This rubber seal is gonna need to go around a whole of this window here. Then we can glue, tape, window done. We have a side window.
Had a little accident. Wadinho went to shake the primer and it was all bit open.
I was literally just saying we don't have that much primer, we can't waste any. Shake, 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 boom! Primer goes everywhere.
How did you do that?
So annoyed.
Now that we are all primed up, what's next?
Now we're going to grab the, it's called Master Bond, but it's the type of glue. We're going to put
Master Bond.
We're going to put it all the way around here. Grab this guy, stick him on, and we're done. Call it a day. So what we're going to do here is that it's really difficult to get it out of this tube. I think because it's a cold day, this is quite cold. We're going to try and heat it up, soften up the material inside, and then it should make it easier to spread out because it's killing my hand. After running the silicone around there, we have now slapped on the window, we've put some tape across the top there, and we've also got some spaces down there, so it gives it a nice even finish. It's about a 5mm gap all the way around.
That's done.
Yeah, all finished, mate. So we took off the strips here and I noticed that the clips were different to our last van, so I don't think we need to seal the holes anymore. They've got like a seal around it already. So I'm going to scrap that idea, and what we've done is we've done a layout, kind of rough layout of where things are going to be going on our van, in our van.
And we have a toilet already.
Yes.
It's from Compo Closet, but we'll tell you everything about this toilet in a separate video. We'll install it and everything. But this is what we are planning for this build.
Yeah, there's a very, very rough, not exact measurements, but the layout is there. So do you want to run through real quick?
Sure.
Where everything's going to sit?
This first square behind the driver's seat is our bathroom. Here will be our shower, and here will be our toilet. But we want to put the toilet in like a sliding tray that will sit under the kitchen bench when we're not using, and then when we want to use, we just pull it, do our business. The bad idea is to pull it on like a sliding drawer system that when we're not using, we have the sitting space here and the bed is almost like a couch. And when we want to go to bed, we sleep, we just pull it out, and then we have the bed that will probably finish somewhere at the where the seating benches finish. So then our bed, when fully extended, will come from here to here. Yeah. Huge.
Which should be around, I would say, 2 meters long.
In our previous van, that was one mistake that we made. We thought we could sleep this way, so we made the bed short. First week into van life, full-time van life, we realized that bed was way too small. The only way that we could sleep this way is if we slept like crunched up like this, and that was not comfortable for a whole night. So this time we really want to get the bed right and a proper working space right.
Yes.
And above the bed, like we mentioned in the last video, a big skylight.
Yep.
And then I think a drawer under the bed for clothes.
Yep.
A big drawer.
I think that's about it. I do have an idea of where our feet are going to sit there.
Yep.
Have it risen up just a little bit. Have like a little false floor to put shoes and stuff, or some sort of a storage.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then it can also like help us
get up
into bed.
Exactly. Yeah.
This will be our kitchen. We'll have bench top here and a bench top here. Overhead cabinets. We're not 100% sure yet on where the sink will be and where the cooktop will be, which side, but we'll decide that later. But here will be our kitchen. I
still don't know which side is better, or is there a better side? Maybe you guys can put in the comments below which side might be, which one would you prefer?
Do we want to cook with a view, or do we want to wash the dishes with a view?
Exactly.
Once the kitchen finishes, this will be our office space sitting area. The idea is to have two bench seats.
Yeah.
Is that how you say? Two bench seats where we'll have pull-out tables that will come from the bed. They are individual tables, so Wade can be working there, I can be doing whatever else I want, or we can be both working at the same time, or none of us, whatever. But this will be our office, and then, well, underneath the bench seats will be storage, obviously. I like where this is going. Next steps for us in this build is to install the skylight and the sound deadening and wall insulation. So make sure you subscribe and come back for more. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a thumbs up for us if you liked it. That means a lot to us, and we'll see you in the next video.